What is up, you mad dogs? This is my full card prediction video for this week's UFC Fight Night. Israel Adesanya versus Joe Pyfer. Yes, that's right. Izzy is fucking back, boys. Let's go. I'm pumped for this one. A little bit scared at the same time. I'm a big fan of Izzy. Always have been. He's like one of the main guys that got me into this sport. Probably one of the main reasons that I'm doing this shit today. And yeah, man, we've got an alright card to back it up. It is a fight night card after all, and this is a very, very good fight night main event, so we cannot complain. And there's some good matchups throughout the card, and I feel like these cards that, you don't really expect a whole lot of, they usually tend to deliver. So we'll jump right into it. I'm going to work my way up to the main event. Starting with the first fight of the night, we have Alexia Thainara versus Bruna, Brazil. I'm going to go with Alexia Thainara here. I feel like Bruna, Brazil, she's just not really been able to put it together that well. She's been very inconsistent, win-loss type of record. She actually had a fight last year on the road to UFC randomly, which she won. But since that, she did lose to someone else I can't quite remember. And Alexia Thainara, she's a really good grappler. She's quite physical. I think she's going to be able to come in here, get the fight to the ground, and I want to say she wins a decision. I can maybe see a submission, but Bruna Brazil does have jiu-jitsu as well, so I feel like she's going to be able to defend the submissions, but you never know. Thainara is pretty physical. She subbed out Molly McCann pretty quickly, just took her down and fucking put her to sleep. So you never know. I can maybe see a submission here, but I feel like she's just going to out-grapple her across 3 rounds. Probably win a 30-27 decision. That's going to be my pick for that fight. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. Ricky Simone versus Adrian Yanez. In this one, I'm going to take Ricky Simone. I just feel like he's better all round, man. I mean, Yanez, he's exciting at times. Like, he has his moments, but he's just too inactive, and I think he's lost 3 of his last 4. The last fight was in like 2024, a split decision loss against Daniel Marcos. He has the knockout loss over Rob Font, and then another knockout loss or a TKO loss to Jonathan Martinez, which isn't aging that well, to be honest with you. And Ricky Simone, man, he's crafty. He's been around for a long time. He can mix in the wrestling too. He's got good control, good takedowns. He just works the clinch very well as well. Powerful striking. He's more, I'm going to say he's probably more physical here. He is the shorter guy, but you can see when they're in the cage, Ricky Simone's very bulky, very, very dense, and there's a lot of power in there. He put fucking Javid Basharat out cold with a massive overhand. So he's got good power in the hands. Yanez, like I said, he's been KO'd twice. He did get cracked a couple of times in that Daniel Marcos fight as well. And Marcos isn't out here putting a lot of people to sleep. So maybe I could see a fucking bomb landing here for Ricky Simone, but I feel like he's going to be able to mix in the wrestling, mix in the grappling, clinch up against the fence, and just put Adrian Yanez to work and get probably a 29-28 decision. Maybe we see Adrian Yanez land something early, pick up the first round, and Ricky Simone really take it away after that. But yeah, I feel like he's going to win a decision here. Like I said, maybe I could see a KO of some sort, but I'm leaning more the side of a decision. That's going to be my pick for this fight. Next fight of the night, we have, I'm pretty keen for this one, Navajo Stirling versus Bruno Lopes. I think this is a great matchup for Navajo Stirling to get a highlight reel performance, highlight reel finish. I'm going with him here to get the knockout win. I'm going to say he does it in the first round. Now, he's not really out here finishing dudes, He's very clean, very measured, very patient, picks his shot, works the jab very well. But I feel like this matchup, it's just perfect for a first or second round finish, Maybe late first round, early second round. Bruno Lopes, he just came in looking like a fucking blob against Dustin Jacoby. And don't get me wrong, Dustin Jacoby, no joke, fucking on a good win streak at the moment. So he's tough matchup to come in on your debut. But he gets cracked in a lot of his fights, noticeably. He's been knocked out badly before as well. Previously in his career, I think it was like 4 or so fights ago. And he got rocked badly by a jab from Jacoby Smith. Now, I feel like Navajo Stirling's going to do well to set up the strikes. Bruno Lopes is probably going to want to clinch up here and hold him against the cage. But Navajo Stirling, he's got decent wrestling himself. So he's going to be able to defend that. He's going to be able to reverse any clinch positions. Stop the takedowns if there is any attempts. And I think in the space, in the cage, when they're standing there, Navajo Stirling's going to be way, way, way better than Bruno Lopes. And I think he's going to be able to find that shot pretty easily. Put him down. Maybe like I can see like a straight right down the pipe or a big fucking, just a 1-2, just a clean 1-2 straight down the fucking pipe. Putting him down, following up with ground and pound, getting that TKO in the first round. Navajo Stirling, I'm looking forward to seeing him get a finish in the UFC. Next fight, we're looking at Casey O'Neill. She's back. Coming up against Gabriella Fernandes. Casey O'Neill hasn't fought since 2024. It was a good win, though. It was a good win over Luana Santos, who's put on a decent win streak since that. So it was a very good win against a good prospect. You never know what she's going to bring to the table when she's just so inactive, you know. Gabriella Fernandes, she has a good win recently over Wang Kong. I think another win, her most recent win was to Juliana Stolyarenko. Who else did she beat? She beat someone else. She's a 3-fight win streak. But I feel like Casey O'Neill, she's going to be bringing the experience in here. I feel like she's going to be able to defend the takedowns. Gabriella Fernandes is probably going to want to try and get the fight to the ground, hold it up against the fence in the clinch, stuff like that. But Casey O'Neill, she's good defensively in the grappling. She showed that in her last fight with Luana Santos. She's got a good output on the feet too, so I feel like she's going to be able to outwork Gabriella Fernandes across 3 rounds and pick up a decision win. I'm not going to spend too much time on this one. Casey O'Neill by decision. That's going to be my pick. Marcin Tybura versus Tyrell Fortune. Now we've got another debutante coming in. Marcin Tybura looking to check a fraud, or do we get a Marcin Tybura on the floor, finished out cold? I'm gonna lean the side here of Tyrell Fortune. I think he's gonna get the TKO win in the first round here. Watching the tape on this dude, he's actually got good wrestling. I looked it up too. I think he's got like a somewhat college wrestling background as well. So he's got those chops. It's good to have it heavyweight. It's not a complete blob either. Always good signs for a heavyweight prospect coming in. 17-3, so he's got a lot of experience. I feel like he's going to be able to put it to Marcin Tybura here. Marcin Tybura, lately his only option is to get it to the ground and kind of blob him out or find a submission. He's not looking so good these days. He got slimed out badly. He was badly outmatched with the speed of Ante Delija. As soon as it was on the feet, that was it. And I think Tyrell Fortune will look better both on the feet, and I think he's going to be able to defend grappling or even have grappling of his own in this matchup. Possibly get the fight to the ground, find his way on top, land some big ground and pound. He does use a lot of ground and pound in moments, and he's very good with it, finds good openings. So I feel like he's going to be able to get it done here. I'm going to say Tyrell Fortune gets the first round knockout here. That's going to be my pick. Keep fucking saying that. I was just thinking, I ain't going to say that after this time. And I just said it again. Chase Hooper versus Lance Gibson Jr. Fuck's sake. Chase Hooper, man. I'm going to pick Chase Hooper. Lance Gibson looks like he does naked yoga in the park. Like he's a naked yoga instructor, you know? Kind of gives off them kind of vibes. You find him down the beach, just barefoot all the time. walking around, letting it hang out. This is yoga on the sand, you know. I don't know what it is. It looks like it'd suit that role. I don't know. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. I'm gonna go with Chase Hooper to win this fight. I'm gonna say he's able to find the submission here. I do worry a little bit because I don't know, just the way Chase Hooper looks on the feet at times. It's just it's tough to consume, you know. It's tough to consume. It's as a fan of Chase Hooper, I like watching Chase Hooper. He's not like the most exciting fighter or anything, but he's been on the come up for a while. He's had his setbacks, so it's good to see when they can, you know, come back from the setbacks and build onto their career. And he's been able to do that. He is coming off of a loss to Alexander Fernandes, where he just got fucking bombed at the end of the first round and put out. It's tough, man. I just didn't like the output that Lance Gibson Jr. brought to the table in the Bobby Green fight. I know it's Bobby Green. It's a tough matchup. I don't know why the fuck I picked Lance Gibson in that matchup. I guess I just had the shadow of Bobby Green getting finished over me. It's just, it feels likely in every Bobby Green fight, you know. But that's a different fight. So back into this one, Chase Hooper. I just feel like if this fight does get to the ground, which I think eventually it will, I think maybe we can see some early success here from Lance Gibson, keeping it on the feet, because he does have grappling as well. So I feel like he's going to be able to keep it on the feet. I'm gonna say this fight gets out of the first round, and we're gonna see like a late second round or third round submission by Chase Hooper after some scrambles. Now, I'm going to say it happens in the second round, right to the end of the round. Over 1.5 if you're looking at the betting angles, you know. Yeah, it's a tough one, though. It is a tough one because I don't know how much Lance Gibson is really bringing to the table, you know. I'm still not that familiar with what he's going to bring. So it is a tough one to predict here, but I'm going to say Chase Hooper gets it done. The dream will continue on, and yeah, Chase Hooper by submission. His favorite way to do it. Next fight of the night, we have Ignacio Bahamondes versus Tofiq Musayev. I don't know if this is a crazy take to have, but I think Ignacio Bahamondes is going to fuck Tofiq Musayev up badly here. I think he's going to be able to do what he wants. Tofiq Musayev, coming out of Ryzen, he's a good kickboxer. He's got good Muay Thai. Holes in the grappling. He's coming up against a very, very big lightweight. One of the tallest in the division. He's a very, very good striker. Technical striker. Uses rangy shots very well. Counters very well. And he can grapple too. He did find trouble in his last fight against Rafael Fiziev with the grappling, but that's a different fight. That's a completely different fight here. He does have grappling of his own. He can submit. He can knock you out. And I think he's going to do what the fuck he wants here with Tofiq Musayev. I think he's going to finish this fight inside 2 rounds. I was more so initially leaning the knockout because that's his wheelhouse more so than like the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and that. But he's good. He is good with the Jiu-Jitsu. I can see him finding a submission of some sort here with Musayev. But I'm gonna stick with that. I'm gonna say he gets the knockout. I'm gonna say it's in the second round once Musayev starts to slow down a bit. I could see a good back and forth here in the first round, maybe a little bit. But for the most part, I think technically Ignacio's going to just fucking piece this dude up and take him to town. Show him the fucking MMA wheelhouse. Show him the levels, all right? Show him the levels of the UFC. I think he's coming in on short notice too, like a little bit. But that doesn't bother me. Tofiq Musayev, he came in on fucking short notice or some shit to fight Mektabek Oralbai, which you can't frown at that loss. But they brought him in to fight in Baku because he's from Azerbaijan and they needed fighters from Azerbaijan. For some reason, they're going back to Azerbaijan. What the fuck? Why? Like, why? They're probably going to fucking sign two more random fucking fighters just to fight on there. Put him on the main card. Probably put him in the fucking co-main event. By the way, the fucking recent matchmaking has been going. It's fucking shocking, man. Rant over. I'm sorry about that, but fuck it. You know, We keep seeing this these days. It's fucking annoying. Anyways, on to the main card. Terrance McKinney. Oh my God. This is fucked. I hate picking Terrance McKinney fights, bro. I hate it so much. Terrance McKinney versus Kyle Nelson. Fuck. I'm going with Terrance McKinney. I don't know how many times I can do this and be wrong and keep doing it, but I'm going to do it again. I think Terrance McKinney's going to win this fight by submission in the first round or knockout. He's going to finish the fight in the first round like Terrance McKinney does best. Now, if this fight goes past 2.5 minutes, I will be worried. I will instantly think Kyle Nelson is going to win this fight. Hopefully, we get this fight finished within the first minute. That's what Terrance McKinney does good. He's very aggressive, very powerful, good wrestling too, which he probably doesn't use enough. Like, he can get the fight to the ground very easily. He's got very good submissions, very dangerous with his submission chops. Dangerous on the feet, big power. Just probably one of the most dangerous fighters on the roster. And he comes out looking to kill right from the fucking bell. Oh, man. Once he gets a fighter hurt, though, something switches in that fucking brain and it's go time, you know? It's clobbering time. And it's just fucking... he's a marauder. You know, he's a marauder, as Joe Rogan would say. He does get a bit chaotic. And Kyle Nelson's not that bad. But he's been knocked out a couple of times. Badly by Steve Garcia. He has recently come up as well to lightweight from featherweight. He was a little bit big for featherweight. I just feel like he doesn't bring that much danger to the table, you know? Like, he does have finishes, don't get me wrong. But I just feel like the danger isn't there. It's not this isn't a Chris Duncan kind of danger, you know? Like, even though Chris Duncan gets hurt a lot, there's always danger, okay? Esteban Rivovics, I mean, he's not out here finishing dudes, but he's got good kicks and shit, and he showed Terrance McKinney a pretty good kick to the fucking head. But yeah, I don't know, man. Terrance McKinney, he does this to me every time, and I hate it. But I'm going to stick with him to win this fight. He gets the finish inside the first round. Inside the first 2.5 minutes. Inside the first minute and a half. Let's say that. I feel like that's not the craziest call in the world. But if it does go longer than that, then we're probably looking at a Kyle Nelson finish. But Terrance McKinney gets it done. Submission in round 1. That's going to be my call. On to the next fight. This has been playing with me all week. I've swapped my pick 2 times today on this fight. This is definitely the hardest fight to predict on this card, in my opinion. This is a very fucking good matchup. I'm pretty excited to watch this fight. Very, very good prospect in Mansur Abdul Malik coming up. Fighting Yousri Belgaroui, however you say it. Trains with Pereira. Has a win over Pereira in kickboxing. And 2 losses, needs to be mentioned. Trains with him now. He's training with that team with Teixeira and all that. So he's getting the fucking grappling he needs in there. He showed good grappling defense in his last fight against Azamat Bakoev. One thing I want to mention though, in that fight, Azamat Bakoev actually looked a bit retarded. Just the way he was chasing the whole fucking time. Like from the jump, he was chasing him around the cage. Yousri was working the footwork around the cage, staying on the back foot, and just having him chase the whole time. Now, I think Mansur Abdul Malik will probably do a better job cutting off the cage here. And I think he's going to find a lot more success than what Azamat Bakoev did. But I still think this is a very fucking close fight. I feel like more of the early success will come from Mansur Abdul Malik trying to mix in those takedowns. I feel like he will be able to get to the hips of Yousri. Yousri did show very, very good takedown defense. Very, very good just defensive grappling in general in that last fight. But I think Mansur Abdul, even though Azamat Bakov is a really good prospect, he's got a lot of wins, very, very good record. I think Mansur brings a little bit more of a heavy grappling threat, like a bit more of a dangerous grappling threat. And when he gets position on top on the ground, he rains down absolute fucking heaters, man. Like, he looks to finish the fight. And I love to see that when people can use ground and pound properly, fucking slamming people's face in the ground. When I see that gets me going, you know? It's good because sometimes you see these ground and pound shots that fighters throw and they just can't get the right swing into it to get the good power out of it. Mansur, he finds when he gets those openings, he really fucking does damage down there. So this is a tough fight because Yousri, I feel like he's going to build into this really well with his very, very good kickboxing background. I think he's going to be levels ahead on the feet. I think he's going to be working those leg kicks, working the jab on the back foot. I think he will be much better on the feet than Mansur. Mansur's probably got more of a physicality advantage. He's very, very athletic. He's built like a fucking brick shithouse. Dude's a fucking absolute stud. Like, you see his back muscles. It's something else. It's something else. He looks like he's just got that fucking turtle shell back, you know. It's tough. I feel like Mansur will have that physicality advantage, but with that, I think he will slow as the fight goes on. And I think it's just a matter of how much effect and how much damage can Mansur Abdul Malik put on in the early stages of this fight, in the first round, in the second round, going into the third. How much damage can he put on early? Because I feel like he is going to slow. And Yousri has shown that he's able to put on a pretty good pace across 3 rounds. And if Mansur slows after 1 round and then can't get takedowns after round 1, I think he's going to be cooked. I think this fight goes to a decision either way. I could maybe see it. I mean, it is middleweight, so they're big boys. But I do feel like this is a close fight. And Yousri is no joke, man. He's no joke. Mansur Abdul Malik is a very good prospect. I'm live fence sitting still, even though I've got my pick right in front of me here. Even though I've changed that 2 times today. Who am I going to pick to win this fight? I'm going to go with Yousri Belgaroui. I'm going to say Mansur Abdul Malik has a very, very good first round. I'm going to say he finds success with the takedowns in the first round. But I'm going to say that slows down. And the more this fight goes on, I think Yousri will start to land more on the back foot. His jab will start to get to work. And I think he's going to be able to outpoint Mansur Abdul Malik across 3 rounds and get a 29-28 decision. Yes, that's what I'm going to go with. I could see a decision either way here. I really could. I could see Mansur winning 2 of the 3 rounds, getting some more success in that second round. But I'm going to say Yousri builds well into this fight, shows good improvement, and gets a very, very good win here. Very good win here if he gets this done for both fighters. So this is a great test for both fighters coming in. We're gonna see who the fuck wants it, you know? We're gonna see. Yousri Belgaroui by decision. That's gonna be my pick for this fight. Next fight of the night, Julian Erosa versus Leriyan. I didn't mean to call him Urine. I'm sorry about that. I was just trying to think of what the fucking commentators called him when I was watching his tape back. Julian Erosa. I'm not picking him to win this fight. I'm picking Leriyan Douglas to win this fight by knockout. I thought for a second I was going to pick Julian Erosa. I won't lie. He's very experienced. He has a lot of fights on his record. I don't think Douglas is all that. I'm going to be honest. I don't think Douglas is all that. I think he's very dangerous. He's very good at finding that kill shot. But if he doesn't, it could be fucking game, match and set, set and done. Yeah, I fucking said the words are a little bit wrong there, but you know what I mean, yeah? You know what I mean? He's not all that. He's very, very dangerous. He's very precise, bit of a sniper. Will look for a big hook, big shot over the top. Very, very good with the boxing for the most part. Very strong leg kicks. Just kicks in general, very good as well. Good all-round striker. Very dangerous, but I don't think he's going to come in here and be a champion. I don't think he's going to get in the top 5, to be honest with you. He has a loss. With that being said, though, he does have losses on his career, but some of those losses are to some pretty decent opponents. One quite some time ago to Shepe Mariscal. We all know him, very good. Isaac Thompson as well. He lost to him by a head kick knockout. Isaac Thompson just had a short notice debut against Joe Anderson Brito, and he did quite well, and it was on like 4 days notice or some shit like that. So I don't think that's a bad loss. I feel like we're going to see a pretty good future from Isaac Thompson, to be honest with you. Yeah, I think he's going to find the chin of Julian Erosa. I really do. Julian Erosa's been knocked out 7 times. I almost said 6 in front of that. Yeah. I worry about his chin. He gets rocked in almost every single one of his fights, but he is good at pushing through, surviving. But Fernando Padilla, I feel like this fight's going to look very similar to that, where he just got boxed up badly, cracked early with a big right over the top, big hook, something like that. Put down, followed up, put down. Fight's over. I feel like it's going to be like that pretty quickly in the first round. Leriyan Douglas wins by knockout. I think Julian Erosa's chin will be the reason why he loses this fight. Technically, I think he could be better. I think he could be the better fighter in this situation. And if this fight doesn't end within the first 2 rounds, we could see a crafty Erosa win here. So don't say I didn't tell you if that happens. Okay? Fuck's sake. Why is this fucking fight on this card, bro? This fight sucks. Michael Chiesa versus Nico Price, bro. What the fuck? Oh my god. This, I don't care, man. It's just like Brad Tavares and Eric Anders wasn't that bad, but fucking hell, I don't see this being a very good fight, for being honest with you. Feature fucking bout of the night, man. Is that just because he's retiring? Like, he's not that great, man. Like, come on, put this as the feature bout, bro. Fuck me, man. I'm gonna say Michael Chiesa wins. He's gonna win a decision. Yeah. Fuck it. Let's say he gets a submission. He's gonna win a submission at his retirement fight. Michael Chiesa, he's gonna win a submission. He's gonna get the fight to the ground. And he's gonna win his submission in the second round. Rear naked choke, probably. Nico Price is fucking old as fuck too. Maybe you know what, the best thing that can happen out of this fight is if they both retire. The best thing about this fight happening is if they both retire, and I'm fine with this fight happening. Because neither of these guys should be fighting anymore. Chiesa's on the fucking broadcast booth every week. Like, I'm sorry to give you so much dead silence. I forgot about this shit. Michael Chiesa by submission in the second round. That's going to be my pick. Co-main event of the evening, we have Alexia Grasso versus Maycee Barber. I'm going with Maycee Barber here. I'm a big fan. I'm a believer of Maycee Barber. I think she's going to be able to get done. I think if Grasso wants to mix in the grappling, I think Barber can reverse that. I think she can fare well enough in the grappling. I don't think Alexia Grasso is this crazy grappling threat. She's more of a boxer kind of approach. Limited kicks, kind of just stood around not doing a whole lot in her last fight against Natalia Silva. Now, Natalia Silva's good and she can make people kind of look like that, but I feel like Macy Barber is going to bring a kind of similar style on the feet. Kicks, fucking good striking, very good if she does, if there is, you know what? If there is grappling here, I could actually see Barber landing up in top position, Yeah, I feel like I could see Macy Barber end up in a good position for ground and pound, She's got really fucking nasty ground and pound. Is that a risk? Is Macy Barber by TKO via ground and pound a risk? You know what? Yeah, fuck it. I'm going to say Macy Barber gets the TKO victory. I was going to say a decision, but I'm going to say Macy Barber gets a TKO win in the third round here. After a fight with some back and forth on the feet, some scrambles here and there, I think Barber's going to find decent openings from top position to land some good ground and pound. And I think that's going to wear on Alexia Grasso. She didn't look great in her last fight. And I feel like the kind of fight she had in her last fight, I feel like that can rip some confidence out of you. And I think if she comes in here the same fighter as last time, Macy Barber can do some serious damage. And I think she could find a TKO victory. No, I'm not saying she's going to put her out cold. I'm saying she could land some damage, land 20 or so fucking repeated shots to the side of the head, and the ref just steps in for a little short fucking, maybe an early stoppage, but I'm going to say maybe Macy Barber gets it done. I'm going to say she gets the TKO victory, ending up in top after a scramble, raining down severe ground and pound strikes, landing bombs from the top. Macy Barber gets it done by TKO in the third round. That's going to be my pick for the co-main event. Which brings us to the main event. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Fuck. Shit. Fuck. I'm a very, very big fan of Israel Adesanya. I'm a very, very big fan of Israel Adesanya. Israel Adesanya wins this fight. Fuck it. Nah, Israel Adesanya wins this fight. I do believe this is what I have written down on my picks. I'm not swapping my pick live. Israel Adesanya wins this fight. I'm going to say he starts piecing up Joe Pyfer. Joe Pyfer tries to grapple Israel Adesanya. Locks up a Darce choke from the front headlock in the second round and wins by submission. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think that's going to happen. But hey, Israel Adesanya did say a while back that he does want to get a submission on his career before he retires. So you never know. You never know. If he wins by submission, let's just say that's my pick. But I think Israel Adesanya is going to win this fight, probably by a decision. But I can see a late rounds TKO coming. I can see like a Paulo Costa type performance. Now, I know this isn't fucking prime Izzy coming up against the Paulo Costa. This is a little bit different. So maybe the knockout is a reach. Maybe it is. But hear me out. Them leg kicks, they're going to be doing work. Joe Pyfer is a little bit slower. He doesn't have the speed of a Nasruddin Imavov. He's quick. He's very powerful, but he's not as quick as Nasruddin Imavov. Now, I do worry about the age of Israel Adesanya, the slowing in his performances. But you got to admit, he looked good in round one in the Imavov fight. He looked quick. He looked good. He looked switched on. Obviously, he got finished in the second round. I was sitting on the couch, hitting the fucking for some time. After that, same position I was pulling when Volk got knocked out by Ilya. I don't want to fucking reminisce on that shit too much because he's going to get his get back this time out. He's going to piece up Joe Pyfer across 5 rounds. It's not even going to take 5 rounds because he's going to get it done in the 4th round by KO. Trust, you know? It's going to fucking happen. Israel Adesanya wins by, I said 4th round TKO. I'm going to say he gets it done in the 4th round by TKO. Israel Adesanya, the last style bender, will get it done. He will. He's going to do it. Trust, okay? Trust. You have to trust. You have to trust in the style bender. Come on. Izzy gets it done, alright? Thank you so much for watching. I hope I'm not fucking fanboying too hard on this shit. I might cut that bit out. I don't know. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry I'm sweaty as fuck right now. It's fucking hot as shit in this room. Thanks for watching. Drop a like and a sub if you enjoyed. Thanks heaps if you got to this part of the video as well. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye.